D'accord. Campbell Harris. Flyers going to win the draw. That alternated shot. There's a loose. It scores. Could be on a breakaway. Jaillet to his backhand. Scores. That goal being pinned up against the corner. There's a one-timer in front. City. His shot was just blocked as a backhander rebound. They score. We're going to pinch and keep it in. Duplessis finds it, skates around right next to the boards. Just out up front, they score. Scooped along the board, outside the zone. Nejal couldn't quite get to it in his daggle and takes down a ref with him. Flyers going to win the draw. That alternated shot. There's a loose. It scores. Could be on a breakaway. Jaillet to his backhand. Scores. That goal being pinned up against the corner. There's a one-timer in front. City. His shot was just blocked as a backhander rebound. They score. We're going to pinch and keep it in. Duplessis finds it, skates around right next to the boards. Just out up front, they score. Scooped along the board, outside the zone. Nejal couldn't quite get to it in his daggle and takes down a ref with him. Flyers going to win the draw. That alternated shot. There's a loose. It scores. Could be on a breakaway. Jaillet to his backhand. Scores. That goal being pinned up against the corner. There's a one-timer in front. City. His shot was just blocked as a backhander rebound. They score. We're going to pinch and keep it in. Duplessis finds it, skates around right next to the boards. Just out up front, they score. Scooped along the board, outside the zone. Nejal couldn't quite get to it in his daggle and takes down a ref with him. Flyers going to win the draw. That alternated shot. There's a loose. It scores. Could be on a breakaway. Jaillet to his backhand. Scores. That goal being pinned up against the corner. There's a one-timer in front. City. His shot was just blocked as a backhander rebound. They score. We're going to pinch and keep it in. Duplessis finds it, skates around right next to the boards. Just out up front, they score. Scooped along the board, outside the zone. Nejal couldn't quite get to it in his daggle and takes down a ref with him. Flyers going to win the draw. That alternated shot. There's a loose. It scores. Could be on a breakaway. Jaillet to his backhand. Scores. That goal being pinned up against the corner. There's a one-timer in front. City. His shot was just blocked as a backhander rebound. They score. We're going to pinch and keep it in. Duplessis finds it, skates around right next to the boards. Just out up front, they score. Scooped along the board, outside the zone. Nejal couldn't quite get to it in his daggle and takes down a ref with him. Flyers going to win the draw. Didal trying to get a shot. There's a loose. It scores. Could be on a breakaway. Jaillet to his backhand. Scores. Nadeau being pinned up against the corner. There's a one-timer out in front city. His shot was just blocked as a backhander rebound. They score. We're going to pinch and keep it in. Duplessis finds it, skates around right next to the boards. Just out up front, they score. Scooped along the board, outside the zone. Lejeal couldn't quite get to it in his daggle and takes down a ref with him. Flyers going to win the draw. Didal trying to get a shot. There's a loose. It scores. Could be on a breakaway. Jaillet to his backhand. Scores. Nadeau being pinned up against the corner. There's a one-timer out in front city. His shot was just blocked as a backhander rebound. They score. We're going to pinch and keep it in. Duplessis finds it, skates around right next to the boards. Just out up front, they score. Scooped along the board, outside the zone. Lejeal couldn't quite get to it in his daggle and takes down a ref with him. Flyers going to win the draw. Didal trying to get a shot. There's a loose. It scores. Could be on a breakaway. Jaillet to his backhand. Scores. Nadeau being pinned up against the corner. There's a one-timer out in front city. His shot was just blocked as a backhander rebound. They score. We're going to pinch and keep it in. Duplessis finds it, skates around right next to the boards. Just out up front, they score. Scooped along the board, outside the zone. Lejeal couldn't quite get to it in his daggle and takes down a ref with him.
We'd like to welcome everybody here today to the game between the visiting team, the Northwest Voyageurs, playing your host team, the Dieppe Flyers. We'd now like to ask everybody to please stand and join us in a moment of silence in honor to the memory of Tina Richard, a beloved member of the Dieppe Flyers family and proud mother of alumni Mark and his brother Jeremy Richard. Our thoughts are with her family during this difficult time. Thank you. Now I ask everybody to please remain standing, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
And all set for puck drop between this afternoon game between the Voyageurs and the Dieppe Flyers. Welcome everyone and a happy Family Day weekend. The Flyers are back home at the Uniplex, taking on the Northwest Voyageurs. The last time they were here, the Flyers took a dominant victory and hope to sustain the same. Flyers currently on a bit of a hot streak. Yesterday they traveled up to Reshibucto in the Kent North Center and they took an outstanding victory by a score of 10-4 against the Moncton Hawks. In between the pipes for the Voyageurs is number 31, Luca Riva. And for the Flyers, it's number 29, Xavier Powers, quickly brought in by Roy. Shot behind the net of Riva. Picked up behind the net is Colmier, being pressured by Robinson. Taking it out of the pile is Boulay. Pressured by McFadden, almost kept in by Adams. Walking the line is Robinson. Robinson steps in and shoots, pat away by Riva. Rebound had been right out in front. Here's Boulay one-on-one against Alain. Boulay with Adams with a Boulay. Fires and hits the side of the net. Flyers trying to regain out in the corner. Flyers quickly cleared out of the zone. It's Alain banking off the boards for Dadal. Dadal waits. Passes back over for Roy. Roy tries to see Robinson up. Had tipped it in. To negate the icing. Going behind the net is Patterson. Patterson with a bit of time. Turns around. Now has pressure from Rodier. Sends it across over for Noah Colmier. He flips it high and outside the zone. Over for Lejeune. Off the board. Rodier continues it on for Paulin. Paulin and on Patterson. Waiting. Going down beneath the hash marks behind the net. Still being pressured. Still finding his way on the corner with possession. Goes behind the net for Smith. Cass Smith trying to pass that up. There's a big collision behind the net on Duguay. There's a shot from Maradi that's turned away by the pad of Riva. Shot back in by Declan Steves, and there's a deflection. Paulin behind the net, faking one way, going back the other, trying to find his way out in front. Another shot from Declan Steves from the blue line, doesn't make it through. Trying to clear out high and out of the zone is Rue. And a high stick call as the puck went high up in the air. And we've nearly played 2 minutes so far in this game. And 0-0 with some multiple chances thus far from the Flyers out in front of the net. Shots on the blue line and in tight. Dieppe quickly clears the zone. It was just out of the reach of Steve. Skating back is Nadeau. Flipping it high. He tried to get that one over for Daigle. Walking back in is Godbout. Upended by Jaillet. Out in the middle, it's Nolan picking it up with speed, making his way past Nadeau. Nolan has a lane, the shot, and off the pad of Riva. Jackson sees, swinging and picking it up in the corner. Stick out of Nolan. Have been shot out of his hands. Duplessis up to the blue line. Jaillet hammering it in off the boards. Behind the net is Nadeau going up and pressuring Jackson Steves. Tried to pass that one up over for Camden Daigle. Now both teams pressure each other up against the boards. Stepping in, Duplessis on his backhand, curling back up towards the blue line. Miguel Duplessis waits, passes it down. It ends up in the skates of Daigle, and outside in the center ice it will go. Mateo Roy wasting no time, quickly bringing it back up. Roy stepping in along the left, faking a sharp angle shot, going around the net. Still looking for options, had a poke check on him by Levesque. Going behind the net, back for Nadeau. Rimmed around the boards, kept in by Alain, pokes it by Daigle. Nolan out in the corner, waits, back up to Xavier Alain. Shooting it down. Had a hit off Nolan, had gone to Duplessis. Duplessis now in trouble, being pressured by Daigle and Nadeau. Alain keeping the line. Attempted shootout cleared by City. After City blocks the shot, he now gets pressured by Daigle up near the blue line. Poking at it is Paul and Nadeau. It eventually gets cleared out in the corner. McFadden waits, tries to backhand that over for City. Ends up bouncing towards the blue line. Kept in by Alain whilst being pressured by Daigle. Behind the net is Nadeau. Waits, clears. And that'll be an icing for the Voyageurs. They needed a whistle and desperately. So far, a dominant period from the Dieppe Flyers with 16 and a half left. They have been all over the Northwest Voyageurs thus far. Behind the net, McFadden waits, curls out, being pressured by Adams. Adams pickpockets him successfully. Tries to go up the wall with it for Boulet. Boulet making his way past Dejal. Now up with Steves. Boulet still in with it, cutting in, and he's pressured off by Steves, but going to have a penalty on the play. And it looks like this one's going to go to Declan Steves. And it's going to be a hold against number 3, the Flyers, Declan Steves. So we'll see our first man advantage of the game, and it goes to the Voyageurs. A great play, Xavier Boulet speeding
Flyers
in
penalty to number 3.
to draw
Declan
that penalty.
Steves.
Nadeau tried to kept it in the zone. It banked off the skates of Desjardins and out to
That's
neutral
Steves
ice.
for holding.
Desjardins
Time of
pressured
the
by
penalty,
City. Goes across
16-10.
for Cormier. Cormier clears it in Adams. Going with Alex Legel behind the net. Legel leaves it up for Jaillet, who makes no mistake, rimming it around behind the net of Riva. Nadeau picks up the stationary puck. Has a break, sees McFadden. Passes it up, a beautiful breakout, eventually getting to Adams. Cohen Adams stepping in, has a shot saved and turned away by Powers. Rebound was looked at by Boulet. Desjardins skating up towards the blue line. Skating back towards the right. Desjardins working in past McFadden. Hits the brakes. Waits, tries a pass. And that one had slipped off his stick and gone all the way back for Levesque. Out at center, Levesque back for Desjardins. Desjardins cutting through center with pressure from Rodier. Goes along the right. Over for Desrosiers. Desrosiers clearing it in. Boulet waits. Curls around the blue line. Boulet steps in on the left against Rodier. Backhanded behind the net. There's Smith. Smith having a battle, goes up, back for Boulet, back down for Smith. All on the left, cuts to the middle, the shot, save the rebound, they score! And the Voyageurs get on the board first with some immense pressure out in front of the net. It's Elie Gagnon that finds his way out towards the slot,
found the loose puck and made no mistake firing it by Xavier Powers. Nothing he can do there, and that's going to be Gagnon's 14th of the year. So make it 1-0 for Les Voyageurs de Nord-Ouest. Just a quarter into this first period. An unsuspecting first goal after the Flyers had sustained so much pressure to start off the game. Kitchen back in his own own. He was being pressured by Pinot. Quickly cleared down. Patterson, that's out of his reach. There's Dufour. Dufour trying to bang it out loose. Poke pass. Gagnon by Roy. Roy to Ruddy. Pressured up in the feet of Patterson. Ruddy behind the net. Curling around. Waiting in the corner. Ruddy still with possession. Patterson still trying to tie him up. Ruddy continue flip-flopping back and forth. Still on the boards. Godbout had tried to get it, went to the blue line. Steps out with the shot from Paulin. Hits off the iron. Paulin down out in the corner. Ruet being pinned up. May have a chance with his stick. Still being pinned up greatly by Dufour. There's Paulin and Paul in for their respective teams. Dufour can't quite get his stick loose to find it, and it's going to be cleared out by Patterson, but gloved down by Kitchen, jumping up to snatch it. Paul trying to leave that off. Over for Pinot. Cleared back along the boards by Uribe. Pinot and Godbout still with it, cleared back for Patterson. Patterson along the boards. Sending it back into the zone of Les Voyageurs was Roy. Uribe along the right, has some space, sends it to the middle. Paul stepping up, shoots it by Jackson Steves. Behind in his own end is Alain, leaving it along the hash marks. He tried to get that one over for Jaillet. Jaillet picks it up and quickly speeds back the other way. Jaillet makes his way, escapes through traffic, escaping through the zone. Nolan across for Jaillet, stepping in around Levesque. Jaillet backhander out in front, tried to get that one over for Sam Nolan, who was waiting right out in front of the net. There's Alain going down for Jackson Steves. He gets bumped up against the boards by Nadeau. Quickly speeding out is Boulet. Going up against Jaillet. That dangle had been caught in his feet. Declan Steves banked along the boards. No one there. Here's Nolan. They're giving him space up against DeRosie. Nolan trying to cut in. Backhander. Weird bounce that had hit off the stick of Eva. Was expecting a cross-crease pass. Voyageurs banked off the boards. That one from Boulet and will end up all the way down the ice for icing.
Time to take out those 50-50 tickets.
Just over 7 minutes played so far in this first period.
The winner of the 50-50, $175.
A game that has been mainly dominated by the Dieppe Flyers, but ends up
0-5.
1-0 Voyageurs on the power play, and that's Eddie Gagnon from Cash Smith at 14-54.
Come see me over here to get your money.
Off the draw, being taken down is DeRosie. No penalty with that. Legel trying to keep it in along the boards. Gagnon stepping out, almost crunched by Declan Steves. Working back up. Duguay putting it to the middle, and had slipped and fell. Going with a chance. Could have been a potential breakaway or at least a one-on-one. Gagnon trying to put it back off the boards. It ends up back out into the center. DeRosie skating back toward the zone, passing over to Duguay. Nolan Duguay. Shot it past Legel. Down in the corner. Smith trying to throw that up front for Gagnon. Was poked away by the stick of Powers. Robinson speeding back up. There's a pass that goes through Ruet. Another shot from Robinson, just missing the net. Roy trying to keep the zone. Accidentally flips it into the bench of Les Voyageurs. And we'll have a quick break. 8 minutes played so far. 1-0 Voyageurs. Flyers again win an offensive zone draw. A common theme so far. Roy firing, that one's just over the net. Alain finding it around the hash marks, trying to speed back down into the corner. That's a loose puck that was bobbled by Ruet. Ruet trying to force his way up the wall. Taken back by Alain, trying to send a cross-ice pass that was poked away by Daigle. Radier out in the right corner. Moves his way up towards the hash marks, then gets pinned up along the boards. Patterson being pressured by Paulin. Ruet finding it behind the net, being pushed heavily by Rodier. Trying to find it behind the net was Paulin. Now Liam Paulin finding that once more. had been taken down. There was a shot from Dufour that had just missed the net. Rebound went all the way around the boards, kept in by an at the blue line. Patterson backhanded around the boards, trying to find that one over for Ruet. Paulin keeping that in the zone, battling with Ruet out in the corner. Along for Patterson behind the net. Patterson, saucer pass up, going to be kept out of the blue line by Alain. And his shot had skipped over the stick of Patterson. Voyageurs escaped out of their own zone. It's Daigle shooting it along the boards. He was hit big by Duplessis as he was trying to enter the bench. And another icing against the Voyageurs. Time on attack right now. A massive factor in this game. The Flyers have about all of it. And just one penalty call resulting in the Voyageurs up 1-0. Back behind his net is Nadeau, clearing it along the boards to get to Boulet. That one hindered by Kitchen. Behind his own net, Levesque. Curling, trying to get by Duplessis. Nadeau, again, put up against the boards. And blocked in by Kitchen once more. Desjardins overskates it. Here's Nolan to Duplessis, trying to fight Steves out in front. That was turned away by Mathieu Nadeau. Boulet passed him in the middle. A massive collision from a hit from Duplessis. Jaillet putting it back down for Kitchen. He escapes in the center. Working back is Noah Comier, shooting it back for his D partner, Desrosiers. Desrosiers off the boards, had hit Jaillet. Adams chasing the puck, pressuring Leger. Adams trying to work his way in, has possession of the sharp angle shot, turned away by Powers. Nolan clearing it along the boards, past Duplessis, trying to find that in front was Jackson Steves. Cleared back in and gloved down by Leger. Alex Leger left off for Nolan. Nolan fires. And that one successfully City behind the net, pressuring Robinson. Cleared around the net for Desrosiers. Desrosiers in the corner, banked up against the board, trying to get that to Gagnon. Gagnon unable to clear. Kept in by Declan Steves. Here's Smith. Run around for Comier. Comier out in the corner. Tries to evade a player by going behind his net. Desrosiers pass up for Smith. Had banked off his stick and right in front of him. There's Nolan sweeping it over to his defenseman, Leger. Robinson passing it. A nice saucer pass that went through the skates of Dadal. Cleared up by Duguay. Leger cleared back in. Big hit attempt from Duguay. Ended up falling himself. Cleared along the boards. This one's past Leger. Delayed icing. Doesn't look like it has enough to get there. Roy along the boards for City at the hash marks. Put up for Robinson. Robinson cleared in by Goodwin. Patterson, Delao out with speed. Delao trying to pass it out to the middle. It's City on his backhand, unable to corral the puck. Voyageurs and Gagnon go back the other way with speed. Ruddy in the corner. Tried to see City. Being pressured, however, by Daigle. Roy speeding by Godbout. Roy passing up for Ruddy. Ruddy against Patterson. Patterson needs to get back with speed. Ruddy backhander trying to get over to Dalal. That was blocked in the equipment of Ruet. Ruddy out in the corner. Back up for Roy at the blue line. His shot blocked by Daigle. It's set down in the center. Dalal waiting across for Roy. Roy on the left. Waits. Fires it high and into the zone. This one will end up in the corner for Patterson. Patterson being pressured by Ruddy across for Ruet. Ruet in the corner. He's being pressured by Paulin. He's hit by Daigle before, giving away the puck for Ruddy. Ruddy has a lane, shoots off the stick of Riva. Cleared in by Alain, behind the net, Patterson. Pinned up by Paulin and cleared along again for Godbout. Godbout trying to clear the zone. That one abandoned by Ruddy. Shot from Dufour, then never got to the net. And puck ends up finding its way outside in the center. Delayed offside for the Flyers. Flyers, they think they're onside. Now gives a chance for Les Voyageurs to clear the zone. And it's touched up, and we will have a face-off coming right outside of the Voyageurs bench. Cleared along the boards, keeping it and getting destroyed by Boulay. Down is Wyatt Kitchen. Voyageurs cleared up its Kitchen, but hopped up off the ground. Out, shooting it. It hits a Voyageurs out on their bench. And another stoppage of play. Still 1-0 Voyageurs on the Dieppe Flyers YouTube channel. Outside the Flyer zone, next to their bench. Skating up is Jaillet, clearing it off the skate of a Voyageurs. Going back is Mathieu Nadeau. Nadeau played back for Levesque. Levesque trying to clear that out of the zone. It will get to Roy out in the middle. That was just out of the reach of Boulay. Roy stepping with speed, being slashed by Boulay. Sharp angle shot. That one's caught and flashing the leather. Roy. Shot in behind the net. It's Levesque being hit up a bit up high, and we're going to have another penalty coming against the Flyers. And the last time the Flyers were shorthanded, they give up the only goal in the game so far. It's Jackson Steves working his way to the sin bin. And it's going to be a 4 for head contact. So double minor penalty. So it gives the Voyageurs a huge chance to get an insurance goal and go up by 2.
Flyers penalty to number 18, Jackson Steves.
Physicality
a
over the
4-minute
corner
double
before
minor
shot
for
out
head
by
contact.
Roy.
Time of the penalty, 6:08.
Going behind the net is Noah Comier. Trying to speed around was Nadeau before stopping and curling back. Nadeau behind the net, waits, passes up for Boulay. Boulay skates up past Nolan. Boulay streaking with speed in on Roy. So has to clear along the boards. Took a weird hop to the side of the net and turned away by Powers, and the Flyers make another clear down to the other side of the ice. Desrosiers behind the net. Trying to pass up. That one's intercepted by Nolan and put back into the zone. Duplessis being pinned. There's Boulay coming out with the rush. Boulay has Desjardins with him. Drops it off for Desjardins. Desjardins falls, but luckily clears it down deep into the zone before. Puck being pinned up in the corner. It's Lijal in there for the Flyers. Now working his way out with it. Adams trying to find his way to the middle. One touch pass for Nolan. Kept in by Desrosiers. Across for Desjardins. Desjardins will clear it off the glass. And all the way down the length of the ice. Voyageurs reload. Quickly applying pressure is Radier against the blue line of Les Voyageurs. Dufour puts it back down deeper into the zone. Smith along the Riette line. Passes over to Desrosiers. Desrosiers along the left. Sent wiring along the boards. Smith trying to work his way in with it. Taking it off. Duguay. Smith passed out in front. That had hit off a skate and brought back in by Radier. Radier behind the net. That one picked up by Nadeau and cleared along the boards. Voyageurs initiate a breakout. Stepping up is Gagnon, leaving that one off for Smith. Smith looked to have been tripped up, and the Flyers get a chance to clear. Still less than 2 minutes left to go on the Jackson Steves double minor. No whistles thus far. Cleared up by Comier. Over for Adams. Potential 2-on-1. Has Gagnon with him. Adams cutting across. The shot turned away by Xavier Powers. Cleared back in by Levesque. Behind the net is Gagnon. Ran back up for Boulay. Back down for Gagnon in the corner. Throwing that out in front. No one there except Xavier Alain. And back down behind the net of Riva it will go. Levesque comes to a standstill with the puck behind his own cage. Emerges out and quickly turns back. Noah City was hounding him. Pass in the middle for Boulay. Boulay steps up, waits along the right blue line. Boulay sent across, working his way in was the trailer being Patterson, and will have to quickly clear down for Jaillet. Through the middle, kicked back in by McFadden. Coming down to the last 3 minutes of the first. Boulay along the right, waits, pass through center, working up his pole with the shot. He scores! And another power play goal for the Northwest Voyageurs, and they take a 2-0 lead into the late stages of this first period. With the shot, it's Liam Paul. Had skated out just past the ringette line and just let one go, and it hit off the right post and behind the red line. And it's 2-0 now in favor of the Voyageurs. McFadden tied up off the draw, sent to one knee, put back to his defenseman Declan Steves, working his way around Godbout. Sent to the middle, poked away by Ruet. Steves pressuring up Godbout against the boards. Robinson poking it down for Patterson. Patterson in the corner, rimmed around for Ruet. Cleared across, Daigle with Legel. Miss both of them and end up in the center. Legel clearing it in, past Daigle. Now it's Ruet, cross for Patterson. Hit Daniel, working his way back in. McFadden has a bit of space. McFadden with a shot turned away by Riva. Dijal out in the corner. Curling around is Patterson. Kept in by Declan Steves. It will just find its way out after Godbout applied some pressure. McFadden stepping his way back in. Bowden McFadden waits. Tries to someone in the middle that was turned away by Ruet. Ruet trying to clear that up to Duguay. Daniel. Exit the zone, but quickly makes it back in entrance. There's a shot. Blocker save. Rebound Robinson, and just couldn't quite get a shot off. Robinson to Roy. Roy fakes a slap shot. Tries to work his way down. Duguay. Now a block passage. Duguay ramming it off the boards. Gagnon on a foot race with Alain. Gagnon could be in it all alone. He's taken down and tripped up. And no call with it. That definitely looked like a trip. Behind the net, Gagnon being pressured by Xavier Alain. Gagnon still with it, being cross-checked by Roy. Sent up to the blue line. There's a shot. And it never got all the way through traffic. Robinson clearing it up. And this one may just not have enough for an icing. Going behind his net is Pinot. Being pressured. It's a steal. The shot. It's under the pad of Riva. And the Flyers ever so close to their first goal. Nolan in to take the draw. Wins it back for Jaillet, who puts it down for Jackson Steves. He's hit hard into the boards from behind by Jeremy DeRosier. And the Flyers will head to their first power play at the end of this first period. Kitchen sent down for Nolan. Nolan being pressured, touched up by Cohen Adams. And we'll see our first Dieppe Flyers power play of the night. It's Jeremy DeRosier going to a box for a cross check from behind at that. And Steves looks to be shaken up on the bench, but not in the
Voyageurs
room.
penalty to number 21, Jeremy
Duplessis cleared in the
Desrosiers.
zone. Pass down
2 minutes
for Robinson. Up
for
for Nolan.
cross-checking.
For Duplessis. Duplessis. Left point. Tried to send that across. That was blocked and redirected by the stick of Adams. Nolan. Down low, McFadden. Back up for Roy. Roy waits. McFadden in. Nolan. Right corner. Moves up towards the ringette line. Up for Roy at the blue line. Roy, Duplessis, here's Nolan stepping in, shoots, saved, rebound Duplessis, couldn't quite get a whack at it. Roy at the blue line, across for Nolan, down for McFadden. McFadden waits, sharp angle shot, and that looked like that had almost got in. There's Duplessis passing out. They need a shot quickly here. There it is, and it's stopped by Riva. And it's 2-0 in favor. 2-0 in the favor of the Voyageurs de Nord-Ouest. We'll be back in 10 minutes for second period action of the Voyageurs and the Flyers on the Dieppe Flyers YouTube channel, being streamed by MST.
Flyers going to win the draw. That out trying to get a shot. There's a loose. It scores. Could be on a breakaway. Jaillet to his backhand. Scores. Nadeau being pinned up against the corner. There's a one-time out in front city. His shot was just blocked as a backhander rebound. They score. We're going to pinch and keep it in. Duplessis finds it, skates around right next to the boards. Just out up front, they score. Scooped along the boards outside the zone. Lejeal couldn't quite get to it in his daggle and takes down a ref with him.
And we've returned for period 2. The Flyers still on a man advantage for 1:09. Jeremy DeRosier is still in the box for cross-checking in that previous period. Whoa. Steps up and puts it down deep into the zone. McFadden is being pressured by Patterson. Back up Dedau. Finds some space to the middle. Across. Alain cuts back. Goes to the blind for Roy. Roy to Alain. Alain steps up and fires. That one's blocked out in front by Nadeau. Alain finding his rebound down into the corner. Back up for McFadden. McFadden steps in, waits, tries to move his way around Nadeau, and elects to curl around. Under 30 seconds to go on the man advantage. Roy down for McFadden. McFadden waits and shoots. Stopped by Riva. McFadden lifts the stick of Patterson, retrieves the puck again. Another shot blocked by Robinson. The shot from Alain is just wide of the net. And shot down the ice. And that one to be stopped by Powers. Some great opportunities for the Flyers on the man advantage. And still just nothing doing. Roy behind his net, waits his way for Desjardins. Roy stepping up, does a little flip, intercepted by Boulet. Boulet stealing, then getting hit along the boards. Roy along for Danao. Danao stepping up, passing for Nolan. Nolan stepping in past Boulet. Nolan working his way in, loose out in front. Nolan with another shot, rejected by Riva. What a stop. Duplessis behind the net, being pressured by Ruet. Duplessis waits, still waits for an option. Steve's one-timer, that one misses the net. Legel walking in past Boulet. Alex Legel put behind the net. Voyageurs try to clear the zone to the blue line. Nolan walking in. Nolan waits and fires. And stopped by the chest of Riva. Flyers without the blue paint. Legel with a shot. And that one stopped by Riva off a redirection. Flyers winning another offensive zone faceoff. A key reason they have so much time on attack. Worries his way to the front. Duplessis scores! And the Flyers finally get on the board. It's Miguel Duplessis. He gets his 31st of the year. And the Flyers now are back within one. Miguel Duplessis just finding that in the high slot. It had rattled around a couple players. And he makes no mistake with the Flyers' potential best opportunity so far of this game. And the Flyers are finally on the board. Shot in by Jaillet. Dufour.
Flyers
Pushing Patterson behind the net.
By number 22, Miguel Duplessis.
Behind is Paul and Patterson. Pressuring up Dufour. In there as well as Radier.
Noah Siri.
Dufour collects the puck out of the pile. Jaillet stepping in, trying to get past Godbout. Gets pressured up, stick checked. Jaillet still with possession. Works his way down in the zone. Cuts out in front of the pass to the middle. Then blocked by the skate of Godbout. So that goal is Duplessis from Nolan and Seti. There was Jaillet again trying to step in before he took a tumble. Radi pinning up Patterson. Back up to the blue line. Paulin trying to put it down low. Makes his way past Paul. Behind the net. Skips over the skate of Radi. Radi again finding behind the net. Waits. Works his way around Ruet. Gets hit up against the boards. Sent to the blue line. There's a shot. That misses the net just left. Patterson takes a big slap shot off the boards. It ends up with Godbout. Goodbu working his way in, trying to get past Kitchen. Backhanded in, stopped by Powers. Has a bunch of time, so we'll play it off for Alain. Alain passing it up to the middle. That one poked off the stick of Dadao. Xavier Alain getting it once more. Works his way past Adams. Trails up that left board. Behind is Nadeau. Backhand over for Rue. Trying to see Desjardins. That one's almost picked off by Dadao. Shot back in by Robinson. There's a shot from Dadao, saved by Reba. Robinson on the rebound and couldn't quite get it past. The Pad have had multiple chances for it. And it's still a 2-1 game somehow. Robinson stepping in, pass in the middle. He tried to hit McFadden. Dadao trying to deke out in the corner. Dadao getting it back. Look at it for Robinson. One-timer. And that had slid just under his stick. Robinson fanning on another great chance. Boulet stepping back up against Roy. Flyers put it back up against the boards, trying to get past Dadao. Here's Smith, toe dragging in, trying a shot out in front. There's a backhand from Desjardins. And again, he was ever so close to making this one 3-1. Pushing and shoving along the boards. Fortua behind the cage of Powers. Alain trying to pass that one up. Blocked away. Dadao stepping up through center. Xavier Dadao working his way up past Gagnon. Dadao still in. Shoot saved by Riva. The rebound had dropped right in front of him. And luckily for him, no Flyers around. Dadao still with it. Finds his way out in the corner. Trying to toe drag past Jiggy. Robinson back over Dadao. Had shoved Smith before getting it back. Dadao sharp angle shot. That one's caught by Riva for a whistle. Behind the net goes Colmier. Sending it around the board, blocked in by Steves. Nolan, he's getting pressured up by Nadeau. Nolan ending up out-muscling him. Works his way back up towards the boards in the corner. To the blue line, Legel couldn't quite get a stick on it. And it's back to the zone of the Flyers. Steves hit back up against the boards, cleared back in by Paul. He already has a goal in this one. And a pass picked off. Here's Liam Paul stepping in around, trying to get around Declan Steves, and he was shoved up against the glass. Nolan stepping his way out, passing over for Jackson Steves, trying to get that up to City, and that was upended by Patterson. And offside going to be charged against the Flyers. That last goal, Duplessis from Nolan City at 17:37 of the second period. And the first two goals of the game, they were scored by Elie Gagnon and Liam Paul. So Liam Paul is going to get his second of the year. In this game, he had made it 2-0 in favor of Les Voyageurs on their man advantage at the blue line. Declan Steves with a shot. That one gloved down with ease by Luca Riva in between the pipes. Face-off going to the right of Riva. Won by the Flyers. There's a quick shot that ends up behind the net. Dufour finding the rebound, having a little wrap around the net. Up to Jaya, who is free at the blue line. Jaya, the shot, redirected. And cleared out by Les Voyageurs. Desjardins up with speed against Jaya. He extends his stick to poke it off. Jaya now works up with speed. Offensive defenseman Jamie Jaya shoots. Saved by Riva, and the rebound again had dropped right in front of him and was quickly swept away. Kitchen swinging around his own end. Cleared off the boards. Skating with speed is Rivet. Spun around the boards for Desjardins. Along the hash marks. Taken away by Rodier. Firing and just missing the cage. Roy cleared back in up and around the net. Rodier battling it with Rivet, going behind the net for Adams. Adams working his way around the cage. His pass will end up going all the way down for ice. against the Voyageurs. 12.5 left in the second frame. And this is Dieppe Flyers hockey on the Dieppe Flyers YouTube channel, brought to you by Maritime Stream Team, broadcasting every home game live on this very channel. Comier putting that around the net. Robinson was battling it before it's taken up by Duguay. Duguay pass to the center for Desjardins. It's Gagnon rather clearing it in and up behind the net. Roy skates back, takes it out of harm's way. Dadal. Soft dish to the middle for McFadden. McFadden working around Comier. Behind the net goes Robinson. He's hit up by DeRosier. Still loose behind the net. Pinned up in between the feet of McFadden. Robinson in there digging for it. So is Comier. Robinson frees it. Still in the corner. Robinson moving up the board slowly, trying to pass out for Roy, and that was deflected by Gagnon. Gagnon with speed against Roy. Swept away by Matteo Roy and over to Xavier Alain. Clears it up along the boards. Here's Dadal. Might have an odd man rush. Dadal to the middle. McFadden. Shot turned away by Luca Riva. Flyers finding it in the corner. McFadden to the middle. There's a pass, a shot attempt from Robinson off the blocker of Riva. McFadden waits. Blue line. Dijal fires. He scores! Or he doesn't. Hit both posts and ends up out of the net. It looked like it had gone in. There's Dadal with a shot that misses the net. Dijal stepping out his way in. Cross ice, trying to get that one over for Jackson Steves. He then hits Levesque up against the boards. Robinson, that's Nolan rather, stepping in, makes a nice move, trying to move his way to the middle. Still loose within a couple sticks. Shot out, but kept in by Steves at the blue line. Around. There's Robinson. Rather, Sam Nolan getting bumped without possession of the puck by Nadeau. Rimmed along the boards. Kitchen going up against Daigle. Daigle stolen by Nolan. Nolan again finding it, working his way to the middle. Sam Nolan again finding it. Duplessis with a shot, saved. Another one. Another shot. It's loose out in the blue paint before it's shot out. There's Daigle. Going to make no mistake clearing it out of the zone, and this one will not go for icing. Jaya picking it up right before the red line. Jaya trying to find Duplessis. That one hopped in out of the feet of Levesque and cleared in. And here's the chance right out in front where Nolan trucked his way through the middle. And it somehow stayed outside of the net. And we'll head to a break. Flyers, Voyageurs, brought to you by MST. Voyageurs keep it in. Adams with a chance. Pass out in front, trying to get that one over for Desjardins. It's Boulet out in the corner. That one stolen by Rodier. Cleared back by the Voyageurs. Desjardins waiting in the corner. Going back behind the net. Alain working his way by Boulet. Rodier in the corner. Flipping it up. Glove down by Ruet. And a hand pass going to be called. So now over halfway through the second period. We have 9.5. And the Voyageurs are up by a score of 2-1. Flyers cleared outside the zone. Going to be behind the net for an icing. And we'll go back to the zone of Powers. Face off in the left face off circle of Xavier Powers. Won by the Flyers. Cleared around by Lijal. Wraparound attempt out in front, trying to center that was Smith. Smith across for Duguay. Duguay waiting. Being shoved by Lijal. Loose out in front before it's redirected off a stick and outside in the center. Levesque. Sent across outside the zone. Dadel pokes it back in and will go for offside. Didn't look like he touched it when he entered the zone. Off the face-off win. Crandall on the boards by Derozier. Stepping in is Gagnon, shooting. That's above the cage. Result of that, the puck in the corner. Flyers try to clear it out. It's outside the zone. Banked off the boards and over for Dadal. Dadal trying to step into the zone. Working his way by Derozier. Dadal trying to move his way to the middle and was poked off. Voyageurs come back with speed the other way. Cleared along the boards, and this one is icing. And we go back into the zone of Luca Riva. Steve's putting behind the net for Duplessis. Duplessis out in the corner, scans for options. Duplessis still with it. Center in the middle. Jackson Steves with a shot along the ice. And that one didn't miss the net by much. Nolan stepping around before leaving that off for Jaillet. Jaillet misplays it. And it's on for Duplessis. Duplessis back down for Nolan. Behind the net, it'll go for Nadeau. Steves trying to battle across Duplessis. In the opposite corner, trying to bring it out. Forward by Nolan, his shot was blocked and sent high off the knee pad of Paul. Jaillet backhander out in front and almost deflected off of Steves into the net. Duplessis along the board for Kitchen. Back for Duplessis. Kitchen with it once more. Trying to poke it between the feet of a Voyageur. It's cleared outside the zone by Duplessis. Cleared in by Jaillet, and that's going to be icing against the Flyers. And a quick clear out behind the Flyers into the bench of the Voyageurs. And we'll have another opportunity. And another shot. Oh, that one's surprisingly close. Flyers off the draw. Taking it and moving it up is Luca Dufour. Clearing it past Boulay. Behind the net is Paulin. Being shoved against the boards by Patterson. Paulin now being pinned up by Sawyer Patterson. Still loose in between a couple feet. Now moving its way slowly but surely behind the net. Patterson trying to clear it out. He's bumped up against the boards once more. Flyers keep it in the zone. It's Ruddy trying to find his way to the middle. Took a bump, still with it. Ruddy to the middle. Another chance. Backhander just wide from Luca Dufour. Along the boards. Les Voyageurs will clear it out. Anne sent to the middle. Desjardins working his way through center. Desjardins stopping, moving his way past Paulin. Still with possession. Behind the cage he goes. Tied up with Roy. There's a shot from Boulay that was turned away by Powers. Ruddy works his way outside the zone. Here's Anne along the boards. Tipped by Paulin and into the zone of the Voyageurs. Behind the net is Desrosiers, hit by Dufour. Noah Cormier trying to put it behind for Desrosiers. Did not make it all the way there. Going back up towards the blue line is McFadden. McFadden waiting, going towards the middle. Pass for Steves. Declan Steves steps in with a shot. Saved by Riva on the rebound. Plops down right in front of him. Flyers off the window of the draw. It's Gagnon. Poking it by Steves. Gagnon in a foot race against Legel. Gagnon with speed. With it behind the net before he's bodied off. It's loose on the side of the net. Out in front, the shot from Smith. And it's been tied up in the last second. Powers unaware of where the puck had been. Duguay behind for Gagnon. Powers without a stick. Shot from Nadeau. Turned away by the pad of Xavier Powers. Duguay rimmed along the boards. Powers picks up his stick. Voyageurs trying to keep it in. It's Smith. Finding a loose puck. Working his way back down low. Smith bodied off. It hit off the boards for Robinson. Robinson trying to work his way through center. It's McFadden pinning up the puck right next to the bench of Les Voyageurs. Steves back down low. Passing for City. City leaves it up for Robinson. Robinson steps in with a backhand, and that misses just right of the net. McFadden cleared along the board, still in the zone of Les Voyageurs. City going to be the first one there with pressure from Nadeau, leaving that off. Here's Nolan stepping in, and he scores! Sam Nolan from right off the bench finds the puck in the middle, does a couple dangles, and puts it behind Riva. Moving quickly to his forehand, and Sam Nolan has tied this game up. And that goal is going to give him his outstanding 42nd of the year. And that's going to bump him up to 84 points on the season.
14, Sam Nolan. Assisted by number 12.
Voyageurs trying to clear it out of the zone. It's Godbout. Rammed off the boards. It's Levesque. Struggling to keep possession. Duplessis down in the corner, throwing that out in front. It ends up to the blue line. Here's a shot. Turned away by Riva. Voyageurs attempting to make a break outside their zone. Held in Jaye trying to poke it free. Sent by Godbout out into the center. It's Duplessis finding it, sending it over for Kitchen. Kitchen off the boards for Pud in the middle. Godbout trying to turn around, dump it back in. Cleared in by Pinot. Flyers banking along the boards. Stuck in the feet of a linesman. Still loose along the Flyers bench. Puck still pinned up. No whistle thus far. Taken back in by the Flyers. Backhanded back out by Levesque. Jaye trucking his way through the middle. Gets Godbout. Trying to clear the zone. Sam Nolan walking in. Trying to cut to the middle. And just loses possession of the puck. Nolan going up against Nadeau. Successfully putting him to one knee. Duplessis. Shot off the boards. Just 2.5 left to go in the second. The Flyers have rallied back, getting 2 goals to tie this one up. Alain. Kept in the zone. Behind the net goes back to Alain. He collides with his own teammate Duplessis. And Godbout takes advantage of that and clears it out for Les Voyageurs. Boulet, sharp angle shot. He scores! And Les Voyageurs take the lead right back. It's Xavier Boulet. Was streaking in with some serious speed. And goes for the sharp angle shot. Lifts it by Powers. And it's now a 3-2 game in favor of Les Voyageurs. And that last Flyers goal, it's Nolan from City and Robinson at 4 minutes exactly. There's 2 Flyers colliding on top of each other, being Dufour and Paulin. Meanwhile, the Voyageurs step in. There's a misplaced pass that goes out for Patterson. Patterson clears it in. Behind the net, it's Xavier Alain. Waiting, sees an option, goes across the board, trying to get that one over for Radier. Shot back into the center, Desjardins. Clearing it across, trying to get that one over for the goal scorer, Xavier Boulet. Adams pass picked off by Dufour. Dufour work again, backhand. There's a shot, they score! There's Lucas Dufour on his backhand, had been blocked along the way. Radier picks up the rebound and fires it in the back of the net. And the Flyers have tied this one up at 3. So it's Nathan Radier tying it up for the Flyers. That's going to be his 5th of the year, putting up to 12 points on the season. And Lucas Dufour is going to rack up his 16th apple.
Flyers,
and the Flyers will tie this one up once more. McFadden had stepped in just a bit offside.
Assisted by number 20, Lucas Dufour.
That out. Putting it by Smith. Sent back out into the middle. Declan Steves across for Legal. Poked back in. Dadal the intended target. Comier poked away by McFadden. Now with pressure in the corner, coming down to the final minute. Walking in, Dadal trying to get a shot off. Still fighting for possession. There's Legal in the corner. Up for Declan Steves. He waits, fires. That one's blocked by Gagnon. Smith out in the corner going behind his own net, and a penalty coming up for the Flyers. There's Legal. He tries to hit up his man, being Duguay. Finally touched up by the Flyers. And with 53 seconds, the Flyers will head back to the penalty kill. Going to the box is Xavier Dalal. That's going to be 2 for a cross check at 53 seconds of the second period. Those last couple goals, it was Boulet from Godbout at 2:17 and Radier from Dufour at 1:46. Jaye being pinned by Comier. digging for the puck around the hash marks along the left side. Flyers successfully killing off this penalty. Ref's not blowing it down. And cleared down the ice by the Flyers. Around the net for Nadeau. Cleared around for Noah Cormier. Passing up for Desjardins. To the middle, Boulet. Trying to speed his way by Roy. Cleared behind the net, Jaillet. Put up Cormier. Trying to shoot it down. Taken down by Boulet. Sent out in front. Taken by Nolan. Couldn't quite get possession. It's banked in by Nadeau. Or for Boulet. Trying to get that one for Cormier. And not going to get a shot off. Make your score 3-3 after 2 between the Flyers and Les Voyageurs on MST. We're back. 10 minutes. Third period of action.
Flyers going to win the draw. Didal trying to get a shot. There's a loose. It scores. Could be on a breakaway. Jaillet to his backhand. Scores. Nadeau being pinned up against the corner. There's a one-timer out in front. City. His shot was just blocked as a backhander rebound. They score. We're going to pinch and keep it in. Duplessis finds it, skates around right next to the boards. Just out up front, they score. Scooped along the board outside the zone. Lejeal couldn't quite get to it in his daggle and takes down a ref with him. Flyers going to win the draw. Didal trying to get a shot. There's a loose. It scores. Could be on a breakaway. Jaillet to his backhand. Scores. Nadeau being pinned up against the corner. There's a one-timer out in front city. His shot was just blocked as a backhander rebound. They score. We're going to pinch and keep it in. Duplessis finds it, skates around right next to the boards. Just set it up front. They score. Scooped along the board outside the zone.
And third period underway. It quickly starts with the Voyageurs winning the draw. They quickly bring it up. Pass over to Desrosiers. Poked loose by Paulin back into their own zone. Levesque skating back in the left face-off dot. Comes to a standstill behind his net. Does a little juke and passes it over for Duguay. Try to send that up over for Gagnon. It's swatted back by Paulin. Will not go for icing. Riva will stop it behind his net. Voyageurs still with possession. They work their way up through the zone. Levesque had it shot back by Jaillet. Desrosiers waits, then passes over. Voyageurs still on a man advantage for now. Nolan quickly coming off the bench with speed. Working by Desrosiers. Nolan with a nice move. Lose the puck trying to go into the corner. Power play now expired. It's out for Legel. Sent across for Declan Steeves. Steeves trying to work his way in. Was poked off. Only 4 Flyers on the ice. It's Dufour waiting to head on. Duplessis stepping in along the left. Waits, has a bit of space. Goes up for Jackson Steeves. Jackson Steeves crawls his way down the zone. Turns back. Looks for options. Duplessis fires. And that one misses the net. Kept in by Declan Steeves. Shoots. Saved. Pad rebound. And that one to be cleared out, and this may go for icing, and it will against les Voyageurs.
Flyers with a neutral zone face-off win. Voyageurs taking possession of the puck, bring it through neutral zone. Kitchen picking up the puck. Tumble behind the net from Jaillet. Voyageurs dumping the puck in to the Dieppe zone. Flyers dumping the puck out of their zone. Dufoul going for the puck. Paulin, correction. Voyageurs dump the puck into the Flyers zone, picked up by the Flyers. McFadden brings the puck in over the blue line. Attempting to deke around the Voyageurs player, loses possession of the puck behind the net to Levesque. Levesque with the puck over in the corner, backhanding it out over to Desrosiers. Boulet, slap shots down the ice for an icing. Voyageurs face-off win out to behind the net to the Dieppe Flyers. Duplessis shot, rebound, missed. Over to Roy. Roy shot from the blue line, wide of the net. Alain with the puck going in, fully open, tries passing out front. No one to receive. Alain regains possession of the puck, back to Nolan. Nolan attempting to clear the puck back into the zone, but cannot. Alain regains possession. With the puck, passing over to Alain. Alain poking up to Nolan. Alain with possession of the puck at the blue line, shot and saved by Riva. Voyageurs clearing it out of their zone. Back to Flyers defense. Dumping it back into the Flyers zone, where Flyers will pick up the puck behind their own net. after it's played by Powers. Pass up to Rudier. Brought in by Paulin. Paulin gets the puck taken away from him. Kept in by Steves. Voyageurs will keep it behind their net. Dieppe Flyers take it back to Steves. Steves' shot blocked in the front of the net. Legel passes the puck in to Rodier. Battle with Paulin and a Voyageurs player leads to an icing call.
All right, folks, we'd like to turn everybody's attention to the screen. Today marks a special day. We have an old buck in the crowd. Happy birthday, Bobby Duplessis. Enjoy your special day.
Nolan will win the faceoff against Boulet. Nolan passing puck back to Dalal behind the net. Dalal brings it around. Boulet with the puck, bringing it past the Flyers into their defensive zone. Pass over to the other side and wide open net missed by Desjardins. Flyers regain possession. Duplessis bringing it in, passing over to Nolan. Nolan with the puck passing back to Duplessis, up to Jaillet. Jaillet shot, block pad save from Riva. Kitchen dumping in. Play whistle down for offside. 13 minutes, 42 left in the third period. Currently tied 3-3. Smith going up against McFadden for the faceoff. McFadden winning the puck over to Seri, back to Alain, over to Roy. Roy dumps in the puck from just over the red line. Seri picking it up on the other side. Battling for the puck against the Voyageurs. McFadden with the puck, attempting the shot blocked by the skate of Desrosiers and saved by Riva. Voyageurs having some trouble with a line change, having to send back out a player. McFadden wins the faceoff back to his defenseman. Alain shot, glove saved by Riva. Faceoff will go right back to Riva's right side dot. Flyers win the faceoff past the Voyageurs. Pass up to defense. Roy. Roy shot. Another pad save by Riva. Dalal with the puck over in the corner. Dalal attempts to pass the puck, blocked by a Voyageur skate. McFadden passing up to Alain. Alain shot blocked by Duguay. Be another save by Riva. Both teams going for the change-up, getting some fresh legs out on the ice. Once again, face-off will be taking place on the right side of Riva. Rodier will win the face-off for the Flyers, regaining possession back behind the net. Faking out Liam Paul. Legel passing back up to Rodier from the blue line. Rodier once again faking out Voyageurs players. Rodier attempting to deke around Paul. Paul attempting to take Rodier off the puck, and it works, but repicked up by Legel. Duplessis with the puck over in the corner, passing up to Paulin. Flyers keep it in the Voyageurs zone. Dagle with the puck. Not for long. Flyers offside, cleared, and they will go back into pressure the Voyageurs. Paulin with the puck out front, passed but missed by Duplessis. Jayad going for the puck, cannot connect. Nolan with the shot from the blue line. Save, close save by Riva. He didn't think he had that puck. We're going to take a look back at that one. Tie up in the zone. Flyers just merely winning the faceoff and scores! Duplessis scores a goal right in the 5-hole of Riva. This game is no longer tied as the Flyers have a 1-goal lead against the Voyageurs. Steves taking the puck through. Little shot poked away by Riva. Steves tried passing out to Nolan, just intercepted by a Voyageurs player.
Flyers' 4th goal scored by number 22, Miguel Duplessis.
Passing over to
assisted by number 14,
Kitchen,
Sam Nolan.
picked up by
and
Powers.
Number 15, Jamie Jaye.
Duplessis going after Levesque for the puck. Jaye dives and dumps the puck back in, and high stick taken by Nolan. Voyageurs win the faceoff. West with the puck. Passing up to Gagnon. Dumped back down, but no icing on the play. Patterson passing the puck up, but intercepted by Alain. Dumped back in the Voyageurs zone, played by Riva over to Ruest. Ruest passing up to Duguay. Duguay with the puck, going solo, getting it around Flyers defense. Roy picking up the puck, poking it back. Roy regains the possession of the puck. Up to Duplessis. Or McFadden. McFadden shot wide, blocked by the stick of the Voyageurs player. Patterson going in the corner with Dalal. Be a battle in the corner for the puck. Smith getting possession of the puck, passing up to Gagnon. Dumped down the ice, picked up by Legel as it does not make it down to the goal line. Legel bringing the puck up, dumping it into the zone, picked up by Desrosiers. Desrosiers passing over to Godbout. Paul will pick up the puck and backhanding it into the Flyers zone. Legel going in a battle with Pinot. Pinot taking the puck. Flyers taking it back. Legel will dump the puck in. Riva will poke the puck away from his net, getting into a corner battle between the two teams. Flyers appear to be potentially holding against the boards until they can get an opportunity. Voyageurs get it away though. Dumped in by Godbout for icing, and it will be called. Flyers with the puck behind the Voyageurs' net. Shot by Steves, just saved by Riva. Nolan taking the puck, getting around Voyageurs players. Pass back to Roy. Shot by Duplessis. Taken away by Adams after a save by Riva. Adams in the corner with battling for the puck with Nolan. Shot saved by Riva. Voyageurs win the faceoff. Taking the puck, passing it over to Duguay. Duguay passing back over to Cormier. Duguay with the puck going in. Trying to attempt to get it past Alain, but Alain makes a play. Puck picked back up by Gagnon. Flyers dump it out of their zone. No icing on the play as it was touched by one of the Voyageurs or Flyers players. Cormier with the puck passing up to Gagnon. Duplessis taking the puck from both of them back to Legel, setting up a play. Paulin with the puck. Paulin battling with the puck. Down in the corner with, or down on the side with Cormier. Nolan bringing it in. Shot from Robinson, and it will be saved by Riva. Heading to the faceoff is Paul and McFadden. McFadden winning the faceoff, tie up. In the corner, McFadden going against Paul once more. This time for the puck, not the faceoff. McFadden wins, takes a shot and misses. Paul grabbing the puck out of that corner battle. Over to Robinson. Paulin back to Robinson again behind Riva's net. Robinson passing it up to Roy. McFadden battling for the puck against Ruest. Voyageurs come out with a win in the battle. Taking it up the ice right now is Dagla, dumping it in to go for a full line change up from the Voyageurs. Flyers will have an opportunity here to potentially break their D. Offside, and Dalal touches the puck without realizing there's an offside on the play. Voyageurs taking the puck in their own zone, keeping possession, passing up to Adams. Adams dumping the puck in. picked up by the Flyers. Dufoul passes the puck up. Rodier attempts to make a play. Boulay with the puck. Shot. Top shelf on Powers. The Voyageurs will tie up this game, closing the 1-goal lead that the Flyers once had. Still 5 minutes 15 left in this game for the Flyers to potentially make a comeback. Taking center right face-off. Nolan ties
goal
up.
Scored by number 14, Xavier Boulay.
But does not
Assisted by number
keep
12,
the puck.
Francis Desjardins.
Coming in
And
with the puck
number
right now, we have
16,
Duplessis.
Louis-Felix Levesque.
Duplessis losing out the puck
Time of the
to
goal, 5:15.
the Voyageurs. Seri keeping it in. Voyageurs in with the puck behind their own net, passing to one of their players up higher. Dumped in by Flyers. Seri and Nolan pressuring the Voyageurs. But Voyageurs have a player up high. Dumping it in, attempting to go for a dump and chase. But Flyers manage to keep it defensively and get the puck out. Offside for Voyageurs, cleared by Duguay. Nolan coming in, trying to get around the Voyageurs, but there are 5 Voyageurs players. Paulin knocked down, trying to get the puck through. Nolan to Paulin. Back to Leger at the defensive line. Nolan with the puck. Out to Paulin. Paulin backhand blocked by the skate of Smith. Nolan with the puck. Shot. And they score! The Flyers score goal number 5 to give them back the 1-goal lead. Duplessis with that amazing goal, getting the rebound from the shot. Flyers have to keep it together for another 3 minutes and 49 seconds to keep this lead and potentially win the game. McFadden will head up to the faceoff against Godbout. And McFadden wins it back.
Fifth goal, his third of the game.
Leger.
Scored by
Leger
number
dumps it
22, Miguel Duplessis. Assisted by number 14,
Puck does not hit the
Sam
protective
Nolan.
netting. Backhanded in
Time of
by
the goal,
Steves.
3:52.
Over to Dalal. Dalal with the puck, deking around Voyageurs players, trying to keep best possession he can. Robinson. Oh, McFadden scores another goal. McFadden tucks it in, top shelf, to give a 2-goal lead in the game late in this third period. As long as the Flyers stay locked in, they will hopefully keep this lead going into the closing moments of the game. Winning the
Flyers
face-off
6
again,
goal
Kitchen
scored by number
backhands
8,
it in.
Bowden McFadden. Assisted by number 11, Dylan Dallaire. And number
Jaya
19,
with the puck at
Nolan Robinson.
Up to Robinson. Robinson bringing it in past Nadeau. Robinson with the puck behind the net, losing it to Adams. Adams with the puck, passing up to Boulay. Dalal dumps the puck in, where Levesque will go pick it up and passing it out to Nadeau. Boulay with the puck. Voyageurs are going to dump it in to try and do a dump and chase and get the defense some fresh legs out on the ice. Rodier will take it behind the net, trying to pass back to a non-existent Flyers player, Dufoul will pass it back to Roy. Roy will attempt to take a shot, blocked in the lane, poked out by Riva. Steves pass to Roy, and they score another goal. Flyers 3 back-to-back-to-back goals within the last 2 minutes. Flyers only have to keep it together for another 2 minutes and 11 seconds to win the game. 3 beautiful goals in these last 2 minutes.
Flyers goal scored
Flyers
by
will
number
once
6,
again win the
Nathan
faceoff.
Rodier.
Dufoul with the puck.
Assisted by number 28, Mateo
Battling
Roy.
against Desrosiers.
And number
for the
18,
puck behind the net.
Jackson Steve.
Puck moves over to Steves and Smith. Steves taking the puck, trying to get it around Smith, out to one of his players. Pokes the puck back behind Voyageurs net. Duguay will take the puck around Alain. Eventually being picked up by Roy. Alain manages to draw a penalty. Referee has his hand up, and there will be a Voyageurs penalty for roughing. Unless the Flyers score, this penalty will last the rest of the game. Penalty taken by Elie Gagnon. Not a great time for the Voyageurs to take a penalty late in this game. Nolan winning the draw back to Legel. Legel will pass it over to Steves. Just barely kept on the blue line.
Time in the penalty.
Nolan will take Steve's drop pass. Nolan going in, circling around. Nolan passing up to Legel. Legel passing back to Nolan. Nolan passing over.
Last minute to play in the third period.
Back to Legel, to Duplessis again, over to Nolan. Nolan taking his time. Passing over to Duplessis again. Duplessis bringing it around. Behind the net. Doing full circle of the ice. Pass over to Nolan again. Shot. Saved. Save by Riva. Liam Paulin poking at the puck. But Riva had it saved. Steves will pass it up to Duplessis. Duplessis back over to Steves. Steves taking his time with possession of the puck, trying to set up a play. Duplessis to Steves, back again. Another pass from the two. Duplessis, pass in front of the net in the zone to Steves. Shot from the Flyers, blocked by Riva, out in front of the net and missed. Few seconds left. Legel will just take the puck and hold it. Flyers will win the game 7-4 against the Voyageurs. Once again, final score 7-4 for your Dieppe Flyers. Thank you for watching today's stream, and we look forward to seeing you live for the next Dieppe Flyers home game.